Hi, and a very warm welcome to She. I feel like singing Jambo, Jambo Bwana, because we're talking about women in the tours and travel space. Karibuni sana. This is always an amazing show. We talk about women, women's issues, and we pat ourselves on the back for things we are getting right. So please start sending your feedback to 0786316316. That's my WhatsApp line. And if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on this conversation. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To my right, I've got my namesake. Her name is Lillian Juanjiko. She is a safari planner or a tours and travel agent at Karibu Safaris. She's been there for 3 years. Thank you so much for making time.
Thank you.
To my immediate right, I've got Anne Kendi. She is the CEO of Unique Preen Safaris, been there for 4 years, and she handles all matters tours and travel. Karibu.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. Diana Mudeu is on my distant right. Diana Mudeu Ndavi. She is a tours and travel director at Spot On Vacations. She's been there for 4 years. Thank you for making time.
Thank you.
My first question, I can start with you, Diana.
Yes, please.
How did you start? What inspired you to get into this space?
My biggest inspiration was my friend and now my co-director. His name is Mark Steve. We actually met at a friend's party.
Okay.
And we both had the same interest. Everyone is talking about traveling and how we want to see the world, how we want to see other people experiencing the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
Okay.
As a joke.
Wow.
And here we are 4 years later.
Wow.
Doing the very thing that we dreamt once.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
For you, Anne, what inspired you to start?
My biggest inspiration was my passion. I got an opportunity to travel once I was in campus, and that's where I realized, oh, actually this is what people do for fun. So when I came back, I decided now this is what I'm going to do since I'm very passionate about it, and I also wanted to help others travel.
Okay.
That's how Unique Preen was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get the opportunity to study?
I was a student at the University of Nairobi.
Okay.
That's how I landed an exchange program.
Oh.
So I left to Japan for around 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, it was.
What were you studying?
I was studying literature.
Oh,
Yeah.
Something quite different from what
Yes.
you ended up doing.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. My namesake, but Lillian,
Yes.
what inspired you to get into the tours and travel space?
Since I was a child, let me say so,
Yeah.
I used to love a lot about traveling and about everything about environment. So that's what inspired me. Even when I went to college, I did.
Okay.
I did tourism, travel, and business studies as well.
Wow. For you, it's like you knew what you wanted from the word go.
Yeah.
Did you have anyone around you who used to travel or do those things?
Not really, but I used to go to a lot of trips in school and in churches as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. That's interesting. Okay. So how did you then get into the Karibu Safaris?
First of all, I went for ecotourism training for 1 week. After college, then I was sent to Karibu Safaris by ecotourism to go and do for internship for 3 months.
Okay.
Then after that, they were interested with my job. Then that's how I was hired there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Congrats. And 3 years down the road, you're still there.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Okay. Diana, what were your expectations? You talk about wanting to see the world and explore and adventure. It sounds very nice and the big, great world. What were your expectations and were they met?
My biggest expectation was to meet people and to make their dreams come true.
Oh, okay.
Before I went into tourism, I had a niche for destination weddings, which we actually did and we've done before. So that's a very interesting little bit about the career path that we decided to take on. And also just to listen to people talking about the service that you've given them. The feedback, both positive and both negative. A lot of people seem to be scared of the negative feedback. But I actually love it.
Okay.
Because that's what makes us grow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So my expectations were met.
They were met.
They were met, and they're still being met. We are not yet there.
Yeah.
So we are still, every day is a learning experience for us.
Yeah.
Different clients, totally different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been met.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
And what were your expectations?
When starting, I expected that things would flow easily. You know, you have a dream, and you know, now there is the ground.
Yeah.
You need to do a lot of things and maybe advertise. At the beginning, it wasn't what I expected because I had to deal with I had to do the marketing by myself. It's a new market. I need to like get to know what exactly is done.
Yeah.
But I thank God I did my very first trips successfully, though not as many clients. And afterwards, people started believing in what I'm doing. They started seeing, actually, she's in it, like she's not backfiring.
She's serious.
She's serious.
Yeah.
So people started trusting me,
Yeah.
and I got a lot of referrals. So far, I'm so grateful to the people who trusted me at first, and who have assisted me to be where I am. So
Yeah.
each and every day my expectations are being met.
Yeah. What did your parents say? Because you've just now come back from doing a literature degree and then you want to go into tours and travel. What was their reaction like?
They didn't have an issue with it, only that they couldn't understand that now you have just chosen to be traveling. Every now and then my mom calls me and she's like, "Where are you?" And I tell her, "I'm in Mombasa." And then the next day I'm in Chalbi. So she's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is this the life you have chosen? You
Yeah.
know? And she has really supported me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What did you expect, having gone for so many trips in your schooling life? What did you expect would happen when you got into the travel space, and what were some of the differences between vitu kwa ground and the expectations that you had?
I had a lot of expectation that I'm going to travel a lot, but no.
That's what I thought. I'm actually surprised you travel much.
No, I'm based in the office.
Okay.
So sometimes, you know, when you deal in the office, you rarely have an off.
Yeah.
You rarely have off day, so you work. Even as you don't have a, like, to say, it's 6 p.m. I have to go at home, so I don't have to work. No, you work 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's the expectation I didn't expect, but now I'm used to it.
You're used to it.
Yes, in tourism we don't have off day. Even maybe she can tell you, and she can tell you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, but it's a nice thing as well. Can't complain.
Awesome. All right. So, you know, then that brings me back to Anne, because you're saying that you travel a lot. Yes. What's the difference between what Anne does and what Lillian does? Why is it different? Why is Lillian? Because most people in tours and travel I've had saying, I thought I'll be traveling and I don't travel much. But you're saying you travel much.
Yes.
What's the difference?
The difference is with my company, I realized that we have some clients who don't have like a lot of money to go in hotels and to spend their time in maybe Masai Mara for 3 days, and they have time for at least a 1-day trip. So I came up with day trip adventures or 2-day trips where I identify unique destinations and take them.
Yes.
That's how I ended up traveling a lot, because I have a lot of day trip adventures.
Yes.
That's how I ended up
I hear
traveling
you.
a lot.
I hear you. I guess that can be my next question to Diana. You had mentioned destination weddings. Yes. What are the other packages that you offer as a travel and tours director?
The other packages that we are able to offer for us, one is the usual traveling to different places. The other one would be a destination weddings, where a client comes and tells us, I have this number of people and I want to have this unique experience. For example, a wedding that we've done recently in the Mara. So they gave us a certain number of people, and they wanted us to arrange everything, including the Maasai dance, and a Maasai official to officiate the wedding
Allah.
in the Mara.
Allah. Okay. So you have to look for a Maasai reverend.
We have to find a Maasai reverend. We have to find those Maasai women to make the gown.
Yes.
For the lady, because she'll not do the ordinary white wedding. Yes. And also we have to find a spot in the Mara.
Yes.
Where it's safe for them to get out.
Yes.
And we speak to the wardens.
So that hippos don't
yes.
march into the wedding.
Yeah, so that we can have a quick 1 hour wedding.
Yeah.
And do a game drive as we exit.
Wow.
Yes, and have our lunch. Everything is purely traditional, organized by the village.
Wow.
Yes, because also we have to give back to the community.
Yes.
And the only way we can give back to the community is by sourcing from them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, the niche is normal, regular travel and destination
weddings.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are your packages like, Anne?
I have regional packages, international packages, day trips, 3 to 4 days packages. I also have packages to maybe a place like Zanzibar.
Yeah. So you have those 2 things, baby moons, honeymoons, all that?
We do.
Okay. What are some of the packages that you have, Lillian?
For us, we only deal with, we do group joining safari and private safari based for Kenya and Tanzania bush safaris. As we only deal with bush safaris.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You can give us an example of one of how one of your jobs have looked like in terms of organizing the bush safaris. Yeah.
We have 3 days, Masai Mara, and sometimes maybe we do group joining with the same clients from different companies. It's nothing special about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is group joining?
Group joining is where different companies come together. Maybe I have my client, she has her own client, one, and maybe even her, she has a client, and both of them, they are going 3 days Masai Mara.
Yeah.
So because of the expenses that we are going a lot about it, so we come together, we take one van or one jeep safari, then
you join.
Yes.
To cut the cost.
Yes.
Okay. What is the difference if I go on my own? I call a hotel in the Mara or in a bush somewhere, and I just go. And if you plan for me, what's the difference?
If I plan for you, it will be quite cheaper. If you go yourself, it will be quite expensive.
How so?
Because the hotels, the price that they are going to give you for the rooms, it will be different the one that they will give us.
Diana, did you get my question?
Actually got your question.
Yes.
The difference if you book with us directly in the hotel, the difference is that as sport on vacations, we will approach different hotels.
Okay.
And they will give us contract rates. And these contract rates are specifically tailored to spot on vacation.
Oh, okay.
So when Lillian as a client approaches us and asks us to give her a package, the rate that I'm going to give her is a special rate.
Yes.
If Lillian calls the hotel, the rate is higher.
Can you really say that it's cheaper for me if I'm paying the agency?
Yes.
How so?
because of the contract rates that we're given.
Okay.
And also the advantages that come with booking with agents. First of all, there's accountability. If anything happens to you, you're not able to travel, I can step in that gap on your behalf. Also, if anything happens to you, for example, if you're in Dubai and you need to come back, and it's, for example, like at midnight, you're able to reach me and I'm able to adjust your travel arrangements real quick because I have the system with me, I have the right contacts with me. Yes.
Okay.
Or if your visa expires and you're out there, if your passport disappears and you're out there, that's where I come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the advantage of booking with an agent.
I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you. All right. So let me go now to Anne. What are some of the issues you've had to troubleshoot for clients? I've just realized that I can go somewhere and my passport gets lost. You know, have you had to deal with some of those issues?
Yeah.
What are some of them?
Something like a client goes to the hotel and they don't like the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a lot of that.
Yeah, and they say, this is not what I paid for. Maybe you can talk to the management to see how I'm sorted.
Okay.
I'm the one to call the management to ensure that the client is comfortable, maybe by changing the room or even ensuring what she wants is there. Maybe I had an issue with a client who went and found that there is no room for like a child. There is no...
There are no cots.
Yeah, there's no...
Baby-proofing.
Exactly.
Like that.
So she really wanted it. I had to call the management to ask them, do they have? Luckily, they were there.
Okay.
So it was taken to her and she was comfortable. Yes, such are the things that we deal with to ensure that our clients are comfortable at the place that we have booked them in.
Yeah. Okay.
The question you asked her, I would also add, in terms of transport, you want to go to Masai Mara by yourself. That means you need to hire a cruiser by yourself, and it can be really expensive. But when it's group joined, you get to spend a little amount of money for the same.
Okay. We're going on a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about the pandemic, lockdown, manenos. How did that affect these ladies? Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow on This Is My Story.
I was diagnosed with cancer.
I'm surviving breast cancer. I'm undergoing my chemos.
It's been a journey.
It was perceived as a death sentence, and there is hope for a second chance in life.
I love doing it, and I get inspired by, seeing the survivors coming back to visit me and happy.
Be sure to watch this inspiring and encouraging episode on This Is My Story tomorrow at 8:30 p.m.
Welcome back to She, and in case you've just joined us, Karibu Sana, we are talking about women in the tourism and travel space and industry. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to leave a comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and if you're watching this on TV, please leave your feedback to my WhatsApp line, which is 0786 316 316. And I had promised that we are going to talk about the pandemic and how that affected your industries. I'm seeing you guys just laughing like, where? Don't even go there. So, I can start with you, Diana. How was it when Mutahi Cargo, the CS announced that the pandemic has hit Kenya?
The first reaction was endless calls.
Okay.
Panic in clients.
Yeah.
And cancellations after cancellations after cancellations. And everybody wants money back. And at that point, you're also in disarray.
Yeah.
You have people working in the office. You don't know what to tell them because this is it's affected everybody, from your customers to the office to yourself. So at that point, you're supposed to be the person who's standing in the gap for everybody, but you can't because everybody is on. It's pressure after pressure after pressure.
We thought the world was ending.
We literally thought it was the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know one of my colleagues became very sick and they actually got hospitalized because we had just actually opened our office. And we were, I think, 4 months in.
You guys opened just before COVID?
Yeah, we got the office, like a physical location.
Office.
And like 4 months in, we've been told, this is it. We're shutting everything down.
Yeah. How was it for you?
I remember the first thing I did is post something like, don't cancel, postpone.
Yeah. Guys.
Guys, please don't cancel, just postpone because you don't know how to go about this. Because at that moment, you have already paid deposits to the hotels.
Yeah.
And we have rules and terms and conditions.
Yes.
The hotel can't just refund your money. So I remember myself explaining all this to the clients and telling them, it's not as easy as it looks. Just don't cancel. postpone to a later date. It was not easy for us. Many things had to, like, we had to stop and first see exactly where we're going, because our work revolves around traveling, meeting people, and now this is exactly what the government is telling us. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but we thank God because we survived.
You survived. Hey, you survived. You're still here.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, on to Lillian. The pandemic has been announced, the first case. You know, I think the first thing that we were all dealing with was the panic.
Yes.
Yeah.
For us, like, you know, the first case, it was not that much serious. Like, people were saying, maybe it's just traumas. It's not about Africa.
Yeah.
Africa
Okay.
people won't be affected.
Yeah.
Oh, then we had 10th person. That's the time some clients had come. Now they have to cancel things last minute because their countries, they have put in a deadline.
Yeah.
You have to come back to the country.
Yeah.
If you're not inside our country, just stay there where you are.
Yes.
It was so hectic. And you know, we had to refund some monies to the clients because they will send us some letters from their government. Oh, you have to return some deposit paid by by so and so. They don't care if you have paid the hotels. It was so tough, and some staffs had to be told, oh, hold on, don't come to work until everything has been settled. Now you can come. It was so hard and tough to everyone.
Yeah.
But now it's okay.
Now it's okay.
We are just trying, not that much, but we are just trying.
Okay. How did you recover the money on a company level for the directors and on a personal level for you? Because I know your income reduced during that time. I think I can start with Diana.
How we recovered money that we lost during COVID?
Yes.
Now, for the loss, you can never make up for a loss. Let's just be straight up about it. But you can work through the loss.
Yeah.
Some of the things we just had to count our losses and just walk past it, because there are people who are leaving the country and were not coming back. So for those people, we actually had to make a refund, even if later.
Yeah.
But the first part of just dealing with losses is communicating first with the client. Then for us to recover it, now we had to think of a comeback. That's why we had the Nairobi National Park. That was a very good invention.
Yes.
And I'm actually very proud to say that it was us who started it.
You can tell us a little bit about it.
We actually just had a day trip just to clear our heads in the park. And we thought about it, and then we're like, guys, what are we doing here? This is money. We could actually, this is a revenue that we could actually be making. So we started doing the Nairobi National Park. We did a few complimentaries just to market and put it out there. And the response was overwhelming. To be honest, sometimes I think about lockdown and sometimes I cry. And I thank God for it because we grew. Even through the mess, we grew.
You grew.
We grew, and we were able to actually make a small step towards the right way. Yes. So to recover the losses, just trying to find a new revenue of income.
Okay.
Yes.
On to you, Anne. What are some of the creative ways you came up with so that you could ride the wave? Do you have some in mind, or did you change and go to another industry?
No, we didn't change, but we also sold the Nairobi National Park. So that's how we ended up, all of us, flocking to Nairobi National Park with our clients, because again, you don't want to close down, and you also want to be seen out there doing something. So we did Nairobi National Park, and then at some point, Kereita came up, so we did trips to Kereita, people went to zipline. And actually, it's during that period we realized that actually Kenyans would love to travel. Domestic tourism came up, and we are glad that up to now, I think a lot of Kenyans are traveling.
Traveling is a way to unwind. what are some of the ways that you saw Kenyans? Did you see some Kenyans really looking to travel during that time of lockdown?
A lot.
Uh-huh.
They didn't, there's the time that they came, now we were not selling just only like Nairobi National Park. We had even to put a package like offer so they can able to travel. We have this offer for 3 days Masai Mara for the Kenyan citizen. They traveled a lot.
They wanted to travel.
Yeah, a lot.
I think we were also tired as Kenyans.
Yeah.
Diana, as a director, did you need counseling during that time? Did you feel like you're also losing your mind?
Luckily for me, no.
Okay.
I did not need counseling. I had a support system who kept telling me, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. But there's also the panic that what if we never get back to where we were? So I kept asking myself, what if these clients never come back? But Kenyans showed us something we didn't know.
Wow.
They taught us something even today we are grateful for. I'm sure any travel agency will tell you we are grateful. The Kenyans came out in a big way, and they actually wanted to, they'll call even at 3 a.m. Boss, amka, nataka kwenda.
I want to go.
I want to go, I'm tired, you know? And they'll pay.
Yeah.
And also Kenyans learned a new way also to trust travel agencies, because trust me, before COVID,
we were very suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Okay.
So we also learned how to support our own. And they came out in a big way.
Yeah. Okay, that was amazing.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you faced with group travel? Nimekuona kusema, I know.
Group travels, everyone has what they want. Yeah, so you have to listen to all of them. I think it has taught me how to listen.
Okay.
You know, to just be keen, know what this person wants. And you know, they will maybe change something. Maybe this person didn't agree to this, so we have opted for this. Yeah, it's hard to always having to correct and redo what you had done already for even, some take even months. Yeah, because maybe they want to travel in December, they want to go to Dubai. And now one person wants to spend in this hotel, the other one wants to spend here. You have to redo your transfers to pick everyone, you know, such.
Okay.
So it's never easy. You have to be patient with all of them. Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. I'm going to let Lillian have the last word. Someone who wants to get into the travel and tours industry, what are the top 2 things you will encourage them to know?
First of all, you should have passion. Don't put money in your mind.
Okay, it's like she's talking to me. Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, a lot of people come to tourism industry thinking about money. Like if you think about money, you won't work. So you have to be patient and don't think about money as well. Have passion. If you have passion, even if you get a rude client, you'll able to know how to handle him or her as well. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay. All right, that's it from us at She. It's been an amazing conversation. Thank you so much for your company. Remember to keep sending your feedback on my WhatsApp line. 0786316316 is the number. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to leave a comment down below. And remember to click like, share, and subscribe.
Fresh, insightful, and in-depth stories from current affairs, opinion, inspiration, lifestyle, church-related articles, and so much more on www.familynews.today. Insights at your fingertips.